به أجمعين اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما وعملا وفقها في الدين يا رب العالمين وألحقنا بعبادك الصالحين. Last week we went through a couple of points what to do after Ramadan. We had a couple of points left, inshallah. Those points we're going to cover today, inshallah, bi'idhnillah. We stopped off on halal income. I spoke about halal income, and please try your best to get out of any jobs that are dealing with any types of haram, okay? Because this will also affect your income, okay? Khair. Number 12 was be picky with the places that you go and eat in. Normally, as long as we see the halal certificate and the halal label, anyway, we are more than welcome to go and buy the product. But this is not the case according to Sharia, okay? Just because there's a halal certificate there doesn't mean it is actually halal and slaughtered in the halal way and has been. This is why we prefer in UK, we prefer to use HMC. Those outlets, those butcheries, those restaurants that are certified HMC, at least you know they've been supervised. At least you know that they've been investigated into. Every week they more or less come and investigate shops that there mustn't be any products, any haram products selling at that restaurant at all. So if you were to go out, try to look for HMC restaurants that are certified by HMC, halal monitoring certification, and try to go to those places, inshallah. Even when buying your meat, just because it's a halal butchers, you don't know what type of money they're trying to make. Okay, they can be getting meat from anywhere, and it's not being checked by any Muslim, leave alone any upright Muslim, leave alone any scholars. Okay, so try your best to stick to HMC as far as possible, unless you got your own farm. If you've got your own farm and you're doing your own slaughtering, then alhamdulillah, fabiha wa ni'ma. You know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you in this world and the next. After a certain age, you know that your health is declining. You know that the food affects you automatically. You feel it after 30, after 35, after 40. You feel the food itself affecting you. Whether you call it blood sugars, whether you call it insulin, whatever you want to call it, but you can feel the food in you. Whereas when we were in our 20s, we couldn't feel that anymore. You could literally have 2-3 cans of fizzy drinks and get away with it. Whereas now, you have one half, even half. That's it. You're knocked out. Okay? The sugar rush goes inside your head, goes inside your body. It's not good. So healthy foods in general as well. Okay? Not just so halal food in specific. Especially if you can, HMC certified. Why? Because they're monitored by scholars, a whole group of scholars from A to Z, from where it's slaughtered right until the shop that it arrives, and the shop mustn't have any type of haram, like for example, alcoholic beverages. Any shop that has alcoholic beverages, HMC will not certify. HMC will not certify. Likewise, if there's any other types of meats that they're bringing in from other shops that are not halal, they will not, HMC will not certify that shop. Okay? So, therefore, it's best to stick to HMC in our days, in this day and time. Then, and another thing that I wanted to mention is, don't go to those outlets that go contrary, go against your morals as a Muslim. For example, an off license. An off license, you know that this person has taken specific licensing and he's intentionally selling alcohol to people. Whether it's to Muslims, whether it's to non-Muslims, that's not our case. You know, that we don't need to judge there. But the point is, the person is an alcohol seller. He's selling something which is absolutely haram in our Sharia. It's like selling pig. There's no difference between pig and alcohol in Quran. There's no difference between alcohol and pig in Sunnah, in the hadith of Rasulullah. It's exactly the same. The same person that is selling alcohol, the same person can sell you pig, can sell you swine. This is how disgusting it is in our Sharia. So likewise, some people, unfortunately, our Bengalis, they take it lightly. They sell alcohol, but they don't sell pig. What's the difference? Quran never made a difference. Hadith never made a difference. How did they come to make a difference between swine and alcohol? حرمت عليكم الميتة والدم ولحم الخنزير وما أهل لغير الله به إنما الخمر والميسر والأنصاب والأزلام رجس من عمل الشيطان. All of them, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala clearly prohibited them. Okay? So that's the next point. That don't go to places that don't promote. Like for example, we were boycotting. Until now, you should be boycotting. Until now, you should be boycotting, and until Qiyamah, inshallah, we should be boycotting these people. Because not only are they messing us with monopolizing the markets and forcing us to go to Starbucks, forcing us to go to, because the only places that you can literally stop in service stations are basically Starbucks and Costa. And we know they all support Israel in their genocide. So any places that you like Next, any places like New Look, any places like many, so many. Look at the posters and you'll find out all the places that support Israel. Okay? Any place does not support our Islamic values, you shouldn't be going to them at all. Whether it's with your whether it's with your family, whether with anyone, whether with your friend or even alone, you shouldn't be supporting them. You shouldn't be supporting them. There's no need for us to go out of our way to go and buy from them just because we think that they're the only suppliers. No, they're not the only suppliers. You choose not to go to someone else. That's your problem. You've got a problem inside your heart that babies are being killed, but you still can't stop going to Costa. You still can't stop going to, what's that donut shop? Is it cookie? Krispy Kreme, yeah. I even saw a scholar in the beginning of the genocide. I even saw a scholar promoting Krispy Kreme. Unfortunately, this is how deceiving these people are. This is how deceiving these people are. And you saw the video going around with the dates. They were saying it's from South Africa. They were labeling it's from South Africa. Allahu Akbar. These people are absolute they deceive us. They deceive us left, right, and center. And we are more stupid to go to their shops and their venues and to buy from them. Unfortunately, this is Muslims inside their minds. They're not willing to go to Muslim barbers. They're not willing to go to Muslim fish sellers. They're not willing to go to, but they'll go to Tesco's and whichever ones, Waitrose and whichever other ones, big ones. They're willing to go to those places and buy halal meat. Whereas they don't even know if this meat is halal or if it's just been labeled halal. Just because they want to make a couple of more pounds. That's how it works. So with these people, if a person doesn't have morals, they'll sell you anything. They'll sell you anything. They'll call haram halal just in order to make that couple of pounds. But to you, it's more detrimental because my du'as are not going to get accepted. My salahs are not going to get accepted. My Quran is not going to get accepted. My ibadat, all of my earnings, everything will not get accepted because of haram that I'm eating. غُذِيَ بِالْحَرَامِ فَأَنَّا يُسْتَجَابُ لَهُ. In the hadith of Arba'in al-Nawawiyya. We know the hadith. غُذِيَ, he's completely nourished in haram. Meaning, he's been continuously eating haram. His income is haram. He's eating haram. He doesn't care about whether something is halal or haram. And this is the time. This is the time we're living in, unfortunately. So that's why I said, stick to HMC if you can, to the best of your ability. Anything that is HMC monitored, alhamdulillah, at least is monitored by Muslims. At least is monitored by scholars. There's some scholars inside it that are monitoring, inspecting every week or every 2 weeks. Khair, inshallah. The next point that I wanted to mention is Libas. Libasus Saliheen. Why? If you die today in the lands of kuffar and nobody knows you, and likewise that's the case nowadays, even your neighbor that lives next to you for the past 10 years doesn't know you. Nobody knows if you're a Muslim or a non-Muslim. If you have a topi, we call it topi, hat, qalanswa, in Arabic, in qalanswa. If you have a qalanswa, automatically it distinguishes you from a non-Muslim. Yes, it's harder. In this day and age, it's definitely much harder than before. If you have a beard, generally I'm saying, okay, generally, it will indicate that you're a Muslim. If you wear the libas like this, any type of thawb that signifies you're a Muslim. And if you were to die, unfortunately, it happens, accidents happen, and you were to die anyway, whether it's inside a plane, whether it's inside a car crash, whether it's inside the sea, drowning. But you have the signs of Islam on you. You have a hat, you have a beard, and you have a thawb. This is why we say, if you can't be from the Saliheen, at least try to resemble the Saliheen. If you can't be Rasulullah, you can't be Rasulullah. Can you be Rasulullah? You can't be Rasulullah. Can you be Sahaba? You can't be Sahaba. But at least you can resemble the Sahaba. We are not perfect. Nobody's telling us that we're perfect. We are not claiming to be perfect. We make mistakes day and night. We make sins day and night. We're humans. Isn't it? But at least try to resemble Rasulullah. Rasulullah had a beard until his chest. Until his chest. So don't make excuses. This is the problem that we live in this day and age. Because we don't want to do something because it's difficult on us. Yes, it is difficult. Politically, it's very difficult right now. And right now, to don this is very difficult. Okay, in many places, like especially the airports. You get stopped all the time. Allahu Akbar. Even in a Muslim country, like Tunisia, imagine. You have to take the niqab off. The women have to take the niqab off. I don't know now, maybe, inshallah, the ahwal has changed. But the point is, in a Muslim country, you don't go through that. A woman doesn't go through that. She doesn't need to take off her niqab, Anyway, so, where the signs of Iman, because if you were to be taken away, inshallah, you'll be taken away in the state of, a person will immediately recognize you that this is definitely a Muslim. And then the Muslims will be obliged to make Salatul Janazah upon you. Otherwise, we don't know who you are. We don't know how you lived. There's no signs of Iman in this person. We don't know. Sometimes a person changes his name when he comes to this country. He completely changes his name. His name is John. He's a Pakistani. You can hear him over the phone. But his name is John. So imagine he dies on the road without any beard, without any topi, without any qalanswa, without any libas of Islam. How are we meant to know that this person is a Muslim? His name is John. He's a Pakistani. Most likely 99.9% that he's a Muslim. So please try to don the libasul salihin, the clothes of the salihin. Why? Not because we are pious, no. Because we want to imitate. Just like the shayateen, people who want to imitate the rock stars and the actresses and the movie stars. Likewise, we want to imitate the Saliheen and awliya and those who are accepted in the sight of Allah. Surat al-Ladhina, an'amta alayhim. We say it how many times in Salah? Hundreds of times a day. Hundreds of times a day. Surat al-Ladhina, an'amta alayhim. The path of those whom you have favored. Not just any path. People, a sect, a people that you have chosen. Like the Anbiya, like the Sahaba, like the Tabi'een, Atba'u Tabi'een, the Saliheen, okay, the Shuhada. So, the Ulama Rabbaniyin, those. So please try to don the Libasul Salihin. The next point. So just like in Ramadan, it was easy to wear it. It was easy to wear the turban to go to the Tarawih Salah, isn't it? Likewise, after Ramadan, you shouldn't leave it. At least once a day, try to go to Salatul Jama'ah with your turban. No problem. In the evening, go to Salatul Isha, go to Salatul Maghrib, whichever Salah that you can go to, inshallah. The next point, after Ramadan, what shall we be focusing on? Fulfill all your fara'id. Fulfill all your fara'id. This is extremely important. Allah will take you to task for all your fardhs. Your fardhs have to be fulfilled. Your fardhs are it's like a sheet. It's like a sheet. Like a huge table to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Each and every single day, your fard is the bare minimum. For every single fard, you're going to get questioned on the day of judgment. For leaving Fajr, you're going to get questioned. For leaving Dhuhr, you're going to get questioned. For leaving Asr, you're going to get questioned. For leaving Maghrib, this is for every single day that you leave any fard. Any fard. This is how dangerous it is. So anyone that has not made up, meaning Qadha, anyone that has not done Khuza in Bengali, those who understand Bengali, Qadha of your fasts that you need to make Qadha of, make it now before you die. Okay? Likewise your salahs, because these will be questioned. Your sunnahs, you may not be questioned. Your nafals, you may not be questioned. But your wajibs and your fardhs, each one by one on the day of judgment, we will get interrogated. Interrogated. This is the right word. Okay? This is why in your life, if there's 15,000 fardh salahs that you're supposed to do, every single one you're going to get interrogated on. This is why it's 50,000 years long. This is why Qiyamah is 50,000 years long. This is why I say again and again, please try to make qadha. All the salahs that you've done, you were supposed to do, but you didn't do, make qadha of your salahs. Make qadha of your fasts. Make qadha of whatever fardhs that you'd left out. Whoever didn't do fardh hajj, go now. Don't wait. Anything can come any day. You can have cancer tomorrow. Just because you're 20, it doesn't mean anything in this day and time. You can have diabetes next day, tomorrow. Go and have a blood. Go and check your blood automatically. Khalas. The next day you know that I'm type 2 diabetes. Okay? So it's dangerous. Please go whilst you have your health, whilst you have your wealth. The moment that your health starts declining, you won't be able to fulfill that fard. So any single fard that you have, fulfill it now. Don't delay. Okay? Start from now. Even one salah, make qadha every single waqt. So when you're praying your dhuhr, pray another dhuhr, qadha. When you're praying asr, pray another qadha of your, if you've done so many qadha in the past, that's how you're supposed to make it. Every single salah, just add one more. It's not going to be hard. Okay? And the last one that I'm going to finish off, no, we don't have time, inshallah. So today we'll finish off here. We'll continue from number 15 next week, inshallah. Okay? Jazakumullahu khair. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.